What are you doing now?
Nothing. Hello. Hello. Not again. Go on.
Really having trouble with him at the moment. No more than usual, but
Anyway.
he's playing up for the camera.
Yeah. Saturday the 6th of November, as we are filming this, very early in the morning, we found a campsite that lets you get on at 9 a.m. Now, I don't know whether that's just because it's winter. Well, it's not winter, it's autumn. It annoys me when people say it's winter. It's autumn, but it's low season. So yeah, booked online, and you can get on the site at 9, can you not?
Yes, you can.
So we're going to make the most of that day, because we've only got one night. As we've repeated ourselves this time of year, it's just Saturday night jobs. Ran out of holidays. Well, tell a lie, we've got half a day left, which is for
somewhere else,
where we will have 2 nights. Anyway,
stay tuned, folks, to see where we're going next.
Oh God. Full of excitement. Are we going left here?
No.
It says Melbourne.
Well, do you want to go to Melbourne?
I don't know.
Do you want to drive through Melbourne? You can drive through Melbourne if you want to.
We're walking there, aren't we? So we're not going to Australia, by the way. Melbourne is in Australia, isn't it?
Yes, there is a Melbourne in Australia, yes.
I had to think then whether it was New Zealand.
No, it is Australia.
I don't know. My geography skills aren't great. So yeah, we're going to Donington Farm.
Donington Park
Farm campsite.
Campsite,
something
which
like
is
that.
next door to Donington Park. Raceway.
And there's a reason for it. We went here a couple of years ago in the motorhome, and you're not allowed to have fireworks in the vicinity because it's really close to East Midlands Airport. And last night, being the 5th of November, Poppy was really, really scared. So
she was a nightmare last night.
So hopefully tonight there'll be no fireworks. We don't think there will be, because when we came here last time, it was New Year's Eve 2019 into 2020, and there was no fireworks and we couldn't hear anything, so that could be good.
Seems such a long time ago now.
It was a long time ago. Anyway,
that was our last proper...
It was our last proper night in the motorhome, other than on a friend's drive.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're waffling.
Oh yeah.
But look at that. I look at all the lovely trees and stuff, and
yeah, it's lovely this time of the year. All the different colours.
Yeah.
Where you've got green, and then you've got a bit of red, then you've got a bit of yellow.
And it's a lot better than last weekend, which you'll have seen by now, where we were at York in the monsoon season.
It turned out nice in the afternoon.
Turned out nice again.
I always try to put a positive what's it on it.
Oh yeah. And we only used 49 quid's worth of diesel to get there and back, because we've just filled up this morning to see what it actually cost. Bargain. Anyway,
plus your £100.
We should go now.
Well, people are looking at the scenery.
We're waffling.
I mean, we're coming into a little place called Breedon on the Hill, or Breedon, I don't know what it's called. So we're in Leicestershire, I think.
Just maybe. This site is literally 10 miles from our house, by the way.
We're trying to do it slowly, because we're actually going to be here before we can officially get on site. But I suspect that we can actually get on. There you go, Breedon on the Hill.
Yeah.
And you might be able to see there's a church right. Oh,
pheasant.
Pheasant. Could have had that for your dinner.
No.
You can't do that. The car behind can, if you'd have knocked it over.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's all to do with gaming rights.
Gaming rights? What, gambling on if you get the pheasant? Anyway, we're rambling. Come on. That must be about 5 minutes of rambling. There's no need.
Well, you can chop it.
I can't. It doesn't fit well. Oh, look at that little thing.
What little thing?
That round thing.
There's a round thing there. Do you want to stop and go and have a look?
No.
Well,
are we going past it? Yeah. Anyway,
you could
there
have
you go.
pulled in here somewhere and gone and have a look.
Not that bothered, lest we forget. Exactly. Poppies everywhere. Don't forget.
Got one on.
You'll see this later than that, obviously, but you know, it's not a political statement. Remember that. Don't let them take it away from you, whoever they are. Anyway,
Got lots of poppies in there, aren't there?
see you later.
Right, see you in a bit. Now we're turning right here. We just missed this junction, which I did last time as well.
Navigation skills.
So at this junction here, turn right.
But we should have turned left here.
Yeah, we would have been turning left because we
came up there.
Yeah, it's ever such a weird turn.
No, it's not. It's just someone will not have the lady telling us what to do on the sat-nav, and then we go past the junction and, oh you should have turned left there.
It doesn't matter, we're early.
Bloody hell. I never used to get lost with a piece of paper.
Most people will probably be coming from that direction anyway.
I
if they
never
were
got
coming.
lost with a piece of paper. I used to stick a piece of paper on my steering wheel, and that was my sat-nav. Never got lost.
We didn't get lost.
No, but we went
and they're
wrong
exactly where we were.
after the event. Anyway, we're on the A453, we think.
Yes, the A453 Melbourne Road.
On your right hand side is Donington Park Raceway, and virtually immediately right after that is the campsite. See the brown signs?
There we go, campsite. Yeah, if you come in, make sure you turn at the campsite, not at the next one, which is for the hotel, unless you're coming to the hotel, of course.
So we've paid online, we haven't got to go to reception, we haven't got to speak to anybody. They give you the code for the gate online, and you just go and find an empty pitch, is what we've been told. So we'll find out if that's the case. It only worked. Well, we're not going to be stuck for a space anyway.
It's just wherever you want to go then.
So pick a pitch. Well, you choose. Away from the trees, I would think. Right, so that is us all pitched up. We decided to come up the top end here. Simply because if we get any sun, the sun's going to go round that way. Hard standing's at the top, and then there is a toilet block there which is shut for the winter season, and there's another one down the bottom. I'll have a walk round the site and show you. So pitches are quite level. These back ones here slightly tipping forward, but you'd soon correct that with a ramp. Right, here we go then. Have a quick look round this site. Donington Farmhouse campsite or something. I will stick the actual proper name up on the screen. Heather booked it online, as we said, so I'm not 100% sure of the exact name, but as we say, it is right next to Donington Raceway. Also very, very close to the airport, about 2 miles from the airport. So if you don't like plane noise, then obviously there is going to be a bit of that, but it's far better that than fireworks for the dog. Hopefully I'll be able to stick some footage in of a plane taking off. We've had a couple taking off already, but I wasn't filming at the time. So yeah, I'll show you around. Right, so you can see we're up there on that top tier, like I've said. This is the facilities block in the centre that's all closed off for this part of the season. We've obviously got grass pitches as well. You've got your washing up area and etc. The toilet emptying is there, and the grey race emptying still there, washing up. So yeah, plenty of hard standing pitches in the middle, as well as the ones up the top we're on. And it's just on a tier system, as most. It's a one-way system in and out. We originally thought we were going to come on one of these when we first pulled in, but we couldn't find a hookup lead, so obviously they're not all hookup. So they selected ones by the looks of it. As you saw, we've had no contact with anybody, did it all online, sent us the code, and we're in. They did take your number plate so that presumably if someone comes around and checks, they can check that you should be on here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the actual site itself. It is just literally a circular thing. We were down there sort of in the centre last time we came. You can walk down these paths to the hotel, and there is a bar that you can go in and have a drink and stuff. As I say, there is another facilities section here and another one which I'll show you now. Right, so this is the little one that's just on the bottom of this field, just to get your water in there. Obviously the waste. Again, this one looks like it's locked because there is another one over there which I shall show you now. You can see the main ones here. This section, this looks like where we're basically the only ones that are open this time of year. Toilets, and there is a brand new shower block, I've just remembered, as we came here last time. So you've got your toilets in there, and then I'll show you in there. I'll insert the video of in there. I'm not going to go in there at the moment, but right, so it's £1 for the showers. In fact, you get a token there, look. Tells you exactly there. One token gives you 5 minutes of hot. Shower begins when token is entered. So yeah, it is literally contactless payment, and it's a really new shower block. There you go. And that's pretty much it in here. Like I say, more toilets down that side. So there you go. Obviously some more outdoor washing up there, and I guess that other field there gets used for rallies or camping and stuff. Maybe, I'm only guessing that. But yeah, like you say, all these blocks are closed for the winter, so it is literally that centre area and the shower block that I've just shown you. Obviously got a waste point there, and this was the way that we came in. We're actually going to have a walk into Melbourne later in this video, which is the sort of, it's about a 45-minute walk away, good 2-mile walk, but yeah, it's a nice walk. So we're going to have a walk down there, get some chips for lunch, I think, and then get back to the van. Heather wants to watch the rugby this afternoon. So as you come out of the site, if you want to walk into Melbourne, right takes you along the road, but there is no footpaths. It's a nightmare walk. It's 2 miles along the road. However, if you go head towards Wilson, straight over the road, we're going to pick up an old railway line that you can walk along into the town.
The return of Heather's made up fact of the day.
Da, da, da. Heather's made up fact of the day. Do, 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 do.
You finished?
Go.
Okay, so we are now entering the village where they make the basketballs that they use on the film Castaway. Wilson!
This is obviously an old disused railway line. We're not going that way. I shall pan you around. That's the way we've just walked, but we are going to go along this track bed here, and that'll take us into Melbourne that way. Little Eaton to Melbourne and Worthington, path and cycle route. I will put on what this route used to be called as a railway line, and maybe some information of when it shut. Okay, just came down them steps. That's the way that I filmed that I said we weren't going to be walking. So that was the bridge I was on. We're going to walk along here now. Nice and flat walk, or cycle path as well. There you go. Then this actually saves me inserting from the book of Wikipedia. It's the former Derby to Ashby Railway, opened 1867, closed 1982. The way that we're walking at the moment to Melbourne, it's 8 miles to Derby, and the other way 2 miles to Tong. That's the way that we've come already, and that's the way that we've got to go. Right, so it carries on, but we believe, due to the power of sat nav, that we can go left off the line here and pick up Melbourne that way. Right, that's where we just came out, so turn left as soon as you get out of there and walk in this way. G'day mate. Right, so we're just coming into the little village itself, little shop there on the corner, and then we'll walk up here and
Leaves on the ground, look.
lovely leaves. Looks like a nice little outside bar there, Harper's. Yeah, so if we carry on straight up here, I remember walking up here, there should be a cake shop. Oh yes, and the chip shop's up here somewhere, and we're going to try and find the public toilets, because after that walk on a cold day, yeah, enough said. But yeah, it's a nice nice little village to come and walk to. I believe, if memory serves me right, there's a lovely cake shop round the corner. Birds, apparently. We shall probably get a cake for later. They won't hear you. Yeah, birds, there we go. Pop in there later. We're going to go back that way. I'll show the cakes when we go to the cake. So we're going to go back that way, because there's like an old house or a church down there with a big pond around it. But we're going to go up here, find the toilet. There's a pond, isn't there? A big lake. And we're going to find the chip shop now, and the toilets are just up here. There's the chip shop. Anyway, so yeah, nice public toilets there. Obviously recently built. They were a welcome sight after that walk in the cold, let me tell you. This is my reward for doing walks and healthy things. Yes. Chips and a scallop, why not? It's healthy because it's one of your 5 a day. Probably. What do you think, Pop? I'm going to put you in a cake. Says so there, like Poppy cupcakes. They're in there, look, on the top shelf. Cakes have been purchased. Oh yes. You know, we've no idea why we're so unhealthy. Anyway, walking down here now, we think, if I remember rightly, there's a church down here, and like I say, a big house with a lake, we think. So we'll go and have a look around there, then we'll amble back to the site. There we go. Yeah, it's the rectory, that is. Must have been some money in being a vicar years ago. Just have a quick look round here. There you go. That's nice, isn't it? Somebody has stopped the monkey dance now, and he's like, yeah, I'm really bored of walking. I think she wants carrying. Do you want to go in your bag? Do you want to go in your bag? Yes, please. Carry me, human. Carry me.
Is that better, Pop? I don't know. She does like it once she's settled, but
Well, she doesn't look. She's not squirming.
no.
I'm sure she's fine. The little legs are tired now, aren't they? Morning.
Morning.
Sunday morning. Just having a walk around with the dog before we start packing up to go. Really nice, chilled out Saturday afternoon after we'd been on that walk.
Watching some rugby.
Yeah, we watched the rugby, and
You saw that gig up?
yeah, we've really got to sort out some mobile data. We think something like we used, I think, about 4.5 gig for each game. So we get like 10 gig or something, but we don't usually watch a lot of telly, but we thought we'd try streaming and stuff, and yeah, so we think we've got to try and get one of the phones.
About 2 gig an hour.
Yeah, about 2 gig an hour we think. So I think we've got to try and get one of these unlimited data things, especially maybe for the winter, when obviously we're going out in the van. We're still going to go out every weekend as we can, but yeah, we're going to have to need the telly then. So yeah, we're going to look at that. So if anybody knows any decent unlimited data deals, or
it's not so much that, it's the, unless you just put it on a phone, I suppose.
yeah, but like I say, I think you can put it on a phone, but what can we use? Can we get like a little router or something? We know nothing about things like this.
Dongle things.
Dongle things, yeah. So if you know anything about things like that, drop us a comment. We'd appreciate that. We don't know nothing. We're just on gift gaff.
I know there's a lot of people got them.
Yeah, they've got them things apparently. We don't know what them things are, but we need one of them things. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next video.
You probably can't hear this because it's gone really windy.
Yeah, it's gone really windy here. But we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.
So the Melbourne Town Brass Band are using the campsite to practice for next week's Remembrance Sunday parade. What about that? Little bit of bonus footage for you.